CBS Evening News anchor and managing editor Scott Pelley and CBS foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer join us now from Saint-Denis. Scott, first to you, what is the latest on the situation there in Saint-Denis? What are you hearing?
Well, the headline of the moment, Elaine, is still we do not know whether the mastermind of Friday's terrorist attack was present during the raid yesterday, whether I should say early this morning, or whether he was captured or killed. We just do not know his whereabouts at this point. We're told this morning that it was telephone surveillance and eyewitness accounts that brought the police to this apartment. Liz has been covering the story all day for us. Liz, what happened when that first raid began?
Almost immediately, the police took fire from inside the apartment, and very quickly they heard an explosion, which turned out to have been a woman suicide bomber wearing an explosive vest, blowing herself up. After that, a mighty gun battle really began, unprecedented, said the prosecutor, and terrified residents all around, told by the police, just stay put in the dark, under your beds if necessary, don't move till we come and get you.
And what about Abaoud? What do we know about him, the so-called mastermind of Friday?
Well, he's 28 years old. He's Belgian. He lives in that suburb of Brussels you've probably heard a lot about, Molenbeek, which is the home to many Islamic radicals. He went away to fight in Syria, and he's been very active on social network as a planner of attacks, not physically present as far as we know. People will probably remember the attack on the high-speed train in August, which was foiled by 2 Americans aboard who tackled the gunman. He's thought to have been behind that.
Thanks very much. Liz Palmer reporting for us. So we do not know what has happened to Abaoud. Several police officers apparently were injured last night, none seriously. But the way it stands at the moment, 2 suspects dead, at least 6 arrested, and France is now trying to sort out the remains of the raid last night and who they've arrested and what it all means. Back to you, Elaine and Marie.
Scott, before you go, I see people walking around. It looks like they're going about their business, which is almost hard to believe when we consider the images that we saw from earlier today. But France is still under a state of emergency. What does that mean for the regular people who live there in Paris and outside of Paris?
Well, the all clear has been given here in Saint-Denis. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just as we speak at this moment. And so people have gotten back to their daily lives, and the police presence here is beginning to melt away. What the state of emergency means is that the French police all over the country can search homes and make arrests without warrants. And we have seen a great deal of that almost every morning now. The French prosecutor comes on television and tells us that they searched another 100 homes and made another 24 arrests. More than 30 people have already been deported from the country. So there is a nationwide dragnet that is going on every day, every night, as France is also attacking Syria every night with its military.
All right. Anchor and managing editor of the CBS Evening News, Scott Pelley. Scott, we thank you so much. And CBS News foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer, we thank you as well.